A wonderful good evening and a warm welcome to our webinar this evening on Wednesday, the 2nd of January 2019. And with this in our mind, I wish you a happy new year, a lot of success and healthiness and healthy for this year. And yes, I hope you came good. You came very well into this new year, and you had a lot of fun. And we want to start with this webinar very early this year, because it's the end of this webinar series from beginner to professional. And with the last webinar now, from price to psychology, a conclusion, we want to make an overview what we talked about in this webinar series, and we want to figure out what we can use about that for our own future. And at least, or at the end, I want to talk to you how you can be successful in this new year. I hope you're doing good and you can hear everything. You have a picture, everything is fine with you. And so thanks to my colleague to start this webinar. And yes, as every time, we want to see and we want to talk about the risk disclaimer. You know, you are responsible for your own trading, and trading with financial instruments offered by Admiral Markets carries a high level of risk, which is not suitable for all investors due to the complex nature. Before entering into client agreement or making a transaction, please make sure to read the terms and conditions of our service. And all the other stuffs you can read by yourself. And this presentation, a companion video, should not be taken as advice for investing, as they only represent the personal opinion of the others, which is mine. So, since August last year, the regulation within the European Union differs between retail clients and professional clients. In this presentation, we use demo trading because we want to talk about slides and our special topic, the conclusion of this trading of this webinar series. Okay, so ESMA, important changes for Forex and CFD trading to see the difference. And of course, you have the option between retail client and professional clients. There's unlimited protection or up to 15,000 British pounds, and some other stuffs you have to hint about that. And why you choose Admiral Markets UK is we have the best offerings about DAX 30 and Euro US dollar against 0.8 pips typical spread and no commissions. And I have my own account here by Admiral Markets, and I can propose it to yourself. Okay, Admiral Markets is around the world, one global offers. You can see where Admiral Markets is placed overall around the world. And if you want to get in contact with us, use our phone, mail, YouTube, Facebook, or our basically homepage, admiralmarkets.com. Guys, from price to psychology, a conclusion. I'm very happy that you were a part of this webinar series. It took around half a year. I believe we started in August last year. And I'm very grateful that you be a part and that you were a part of this series. Maybe you missed something. You can see it, you can repeat it in the YouTube channel of Admiral Markets, or you send me a mail, then I can give you what you missed in this series. And today, at 2nd of January, in this new year, we want to finish this series, because we start next Wednesday with a new series. But more details I want to tell you at the end of this webinar. So I only have a look who is coming into this webinar right now. And for all they are in this webinar right now, Happy New Year again. And I wish all of you a lot of success, freedom, peace, and love in this new year. We want to use the next around 45 minutes, so 40 minutes, to talk about these three questions. You can read it here. Are you made for trading? Is everybody able to trade? And let's have a pleasant view into our trading future. If you have some questions, type it in the chat box. I can see it. That's why I'm looking all the way. So on the left side here on my screen, I can see what questions do you have. Don't feel free to ask whatever you want, because it's a very important topic and it's the last webinar of this series. If you were a member of this webinar series, you know we talked about a lot of things. After we started in August with the topic of the business plan, and I hope you realized how much important is to have a business plan. You cannot be successful in trading if you don't have a business plan. If you have no plan, you have no steps, you have no goals, maybe you have a vision or you have a dream, but without a business plan, you cannot be successful in trading. This first webinar, we talked about this very important topic. Why do you need a business plan? And then we started with this topic, the book map. The alpha and omega of all trading is the book map, the order book. We talked about that everybody is responsible for this book map, for this order book, because it doesn't matter why you go inside of the market. It doesn't matter if you use trend trading, if you use trend channels, if you use indicators or oscillators or whatever you want to use in your trading, and whatever is responsible for your decision why you make a trade at the end. And finally, you must type it in your order box and you give it to Admiral Markets and they put it into the order book, in the book map, and finally you see the right side when your trade is finally finished, or you can see, now I missed the word, the book map and the other side. Oh, you know what I mean. That's a great start into the year. I missed that word. The supply and demand on the right side. Yes, this is the final topic. And whatever you do in your trading, whatever you figured out, at the end, you are a part of the book map, of the order book, and of the execution list here on the right side, where you can see supply and demand. After we talked about that, and I hope you realize it, and the most important topic, and in this topic of the book map, was that it's not important what you see in the chart, or what do you see actually in the chart, or if you see a trend channel, or if you see a trend break, or if you see an RSI or the MACD or whatever you use. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You are, and I am, everybody of us. No one as a single part is important, because you are only a part of the book map, no more, no less. And you cannot see a name in the book map. You cannot see a number. You cannot see the reason why someone is going inside of the market. You only see data and numbers in the book map. You see the price, you see how much or how many people want to go long and short, but no one knows the reason why they do that. So we have millions and millions of traders around the world. If you go long, it doesn't matter to me. only one thing is important for me, that I can see where we have more supply, where we have more buyers, or we have more sellers. The reason, and that was the special result of the topic of the how does a price develop. That was the conclusion of that topic, was that it doesn't important why people are going long or short. Only the reason, or only you will find the points where you will find more sellers or buyers. That's the only information you need in the chart. Not why gold is rising up or Dow Jones is increasing or decreasing. That's not important. Why? The reason isn't important, because you cannot know the reason why before the market go long or short. But you can see it in the order book. You can see it in your chart as special points where you will find more sellers or buyers. Then you have the probabilities on your side that your trade will be successful. And this is why you have to realize how much important is a view at the book map. You don't need it, especially because everything you see, everything what would happen in the order book, you can see it in your chart. That was the conclusion, the result of that topic. And the thing you have to realize is that you and me, we are not important in trading. We are no more than a number. We are never a number. You put your order inside, and you are in or you are out of the market. No more, no less. No one around the world, no one is interested in what kind of people you are. No one is interested if you make loss or win or gain. No one is interested if you are a winner or you a loser around the world. You are only a part of the book map. There's no name inside of the book map. There's not a row you can see, oh, there I am in the market. There is Markus in the market. There's my name, I can find it. No, there isn't. Only 2 or 3 rows. The price, the time, and the volume. No more, no less. Do you have a sample of business plan? Yes, I have. But for that, I guess, Stefan, YouTube channel, Admiral Markets, type in business plan, and you will find there is a sample of it. Okay, but not in this, but let me see. Maybe I have one. You can make a screenshot. Let's see. Business plan. Yes, great. Let's see where I have it. I can show you a plan. Yes, so here we are. So let's see. So here you are. Here we are. Stefan, make a screenshot, please. This is a short review at the business plan, your personal business plan, who I am, what do I have, where is my goal, and how can I reach it. So make a screenshot, please, of it. And this is what you have to tell, what you have realized if you want to be successful in trading. You need a business plan. That's very important. Okay, back to our webinar here right now. After we talked about the book map, we went further to, how does the trend develop. And maybe you remember that is everything what you need or what you know about trading. That's the Dow theory, the one and only Dow theory. We have the accumulation phase, we have the progression phase, and we have the distribution phase. We have movement and we have corrections. And at the end, you have a trend. In every single chart, in every single underlying, in every single whatever you want to trade, at the end, you see a trend. But to see it very clearly, you cannot fall into your screen. You need to have distance of the screen, not with the nose in your screen. Have distance, then you can see a trend. And we figured out in our webinar, we have 3 parts of attendees, of members of a trend. You have people they are short. You have people they are involved in long positions. But what kind of people were and was and are the most important people or traders? That's the third group, flat. Why? Maybe you remember why the third group is so important. Because the long are in the market already. They cannot make a decision anymore unless they go out. Stop. If you are short, you cannot do anything because you are in the market already. Only you can stop your position, then you go out. But the people, they are flat. They are not involved in the market. They are the most important people. Because at that moment, the flat traders make the decision to come inside of the markets. They bring movement in the market. And that's the reason why it's not useful to ask why people are long and why people are short. The only question what you have or you want to ask yourself is, where are the people outside? Where do they plan to go inside? Not the long or the short, because they are in the market already. But where do the flat traders are planning to come inside in the market? Because there will be coming then our next movement. And that's the most important question in the trend topic. A trend develops if you have more buyers, then the price is increasing. If you have more sellers, the price is decreasing. And we figured out at a special point, we called it point number 2, the high or the low, there will come movement. There will become movement at that point because the short players have to change their position. And they bring movement in the market. And the flat people are waiting if the trend is going to continue. Then they go inside of the market. And at the end, you have a trend. And in this topic, we figured out that the best phase to go inside of the market, doesn't matter what kind of market, is always in the accumulation phase. The accumulation phase is this phase. Let me see. I need my painting program. Where is it? Where is it? Where's my painting program? I miss my painting program. Jesus Christ. Point of X. There is it. So there. Here we are. So you see, the best phase is the accumulation phase here. That's the best phase. Not distribution. Here is the movement. But after the movement, you cannot know when the next correction will begin. The best phase, that was the Dow theory. The best phase is always you go inside of the market after correction if you can assume that the trend will continue. That's the accumulation phase here. That's the best phase. We figured out in the topic how does the trend develop. Maybe you remember. After that topic, after that, we figured out that one of the tenets of the Tao theory was, or is already, still is, a trend continuation is more likely than a trend break. And a trend is like a ball throw. So you push the ball on the first step and it falls down and down and down. And it doesn't matter how deep, let's see, how deep is one step or how large is one step. As long as the stair is going down, the ball will falling down. It's like a trend, and a trend continuation, guys, is always more likely than a trend break. We figured out in this webinar that most of the people failed, or most of the traders failed in trading because they are thinking the price cannot rise anymore, or the price cannot fall anymore. It's falling about 3 arms, 4 arms. The trend is so major. And a lot of traders says, no, the price cannot rise anymore, or cannot increase anymore. It's too high now. A lot of traders in my trading service as well says, oh, the price is falling down so much. It cannot decrease anymore. And then I say, who say that? Who will say that? Who should say that? A trend continuation is more likely than a trend break. And the market always, believe me, the market has always more money, more breadth than you and me. Stop your expectations about the market. The only job you have to do is go inside, take your money. If you reach your goal, maybe half of your money, take it from the market, and the rest, let the market make the decision how much money you will get. But stop your expectations about the market. That was one of my greatest mistakes in my past, that I expect something of the market. Oh, the price must be go down or low or up to this price or to this point. And then I was wondering why the price is increasing or was increasing so much more. I didn't expect it. But the market doesn't interested about me or you. All of us, we are not important for the market. We are only a small part of the market. We can go long or we can go short, no more and no less. But don't forget, a trend continuation is more likely than a trend break. But also, it's a truth that no trend is running forever. No trend. Anytime or sometime. We cannot know when, but sometimes the trend break is coming. But mostly, not at that time when you expect it or when I expect it. The market make the decision, not you and not me. That was the thing we talked about, the trend. Then, that was the result of how the price developed and how the trend developed. This was our trading approach, or my trading approach, after around now 20 years of trading. It's simple. It's KISS. You know KISS? Keep it simple and stupid. Guys, let me tell you something. For successful trading, you don't have to be very smart. you have to be clever, not too smart. The problem, what people have, they are too intelligent, they are too smart, they try to explain everything in the market. But the only thing what is happening in the market is probabilities, no more, no less. You cannot explain everything what is happening in the market. You cannot explain it. And I have some clients in my trading education and in my trading service, they are so smart. Most of my clients are more smarter than me. But that doesn't help if you are too smart. Because people, they are too smart. They are trying to explain everything. They cannot understand why they hold on, why they hold the rules, and nevertheless they lost money. They cannot understand that, and they try to figure out why. They don't want to expect. They want to accept that we are working in the market only with probabilities. And if you want to be successful in trading, you need a trading approach which is successful, which has high probabilities. And success is not a fantasy in trading, it's a formula. And this trading approach we use here in my trading service is trend trading, outcoming of the accumulation phase. And you saw, and we figured out in this webinar last year, the probabilities are around 65% of this trend continuation. So you make winners if you go inside of the market in the accumulation phase after the point 3 and trade in direction of the trend, not counter trading. Always with the trend, not against the trend. And we figured out if you make sure that the higher trend is running in the same direction you want to make trades, the probabilities are around 72%. It's enough to be successful in trading. But you can see, even you have a probability of 72%, I guess you are good in mathematics, 72 is not 100%. That's one of the best secrets in trading. There doesn't exist a trading approach with 100% of probabilities. That doesn't exist. Otherwise, we didn't have a trend, or we didn't have any trading possibilities, because anyone of that round planet wouldn't figure it out if there would exist a 100% trading approach. And that's one of the highest challenge and the hardest challenge in trading, to accept that you can make everything right, that you can stick on your rules, but you lost money in the market. Because you have highest probabilities of 72%. You miss there 28%. That's your risk. That's the reason why you have to be clever, not smart, clever. So you see, everybody has a chance to be successful in trading, because you only have to be clever, not smart. You have to accept that it doesn't exist a 100% trading approach. And now after that, we figured out that we need rules in trading. Our 6 rules are: you need a valid trend, you need a young trend, not too major, the correction has to run at least 38% by close, then you have to wait the rebound, the accumulation phase, and here will help us the balanced candle in Heikin-Ashi version, and the entry must be outside of the fair value zone. We talked about the market profile, if you remember. Only there's an exception of point of control, point of high, or point of low. There you can make your trades inside of the fair value zone. Otherwise, only make your entries outside of the fair value zone, always in direction of the point of control. And rule number 6, where the Fibonacci gives us the target. We must not have a guess where is our target. That's one of the challenges in trading. Everybody knows where I have to set up my stop. But I know so many traders, and I was guessing so many times, oh my God, where is my target? Should I make a trend, a breakout? Should I make the movement? Should I make the trend? Where is my target? We figured out with our Dow Fibo Pro setup. Before we make the trade, we know our target about Fibonacci. You know, red to red, blue to blue, green to green, black to black. You know it? You remember it? That was our 6 targets, inclusive our new market profile we can use. The other topics we talked about, I talked about it, business plan. We talked about the correct stop, where you have to put your stop. We talked about a lot of indicators and oscillators. You know it? You remember it? Indicators are useful, but not always. We talked about market and instruments, like our shares, Forex, futures, and swaps. What are swaps? You remember we talked about it in a special webinar. We talked about diversification, psychology, and how you can handle your fear. That was the last webinar in our last year. Guys, what is the final result at the end of this webinar series? I showed you last time this slide, and you see today, and you saw last time, that ESMA forced all brokers to open their books for the public, that everybody can see how many people lost money with the brokers in CFD and Forex trading. And you see the average lies at 76%. The question is, assuming a friend comes to you and says, let's make a business. You can earn a lot of money. You can make a lot of money. This friend says to you. And you ask him, what's the risk? And the friend tells you, oh, the risk is around 80%. You lost all your money in 3 months. Come on, be honest. Would you make that business with your friend? If you are clever, you would say, are you stupid? I wouldn't make a business with you if I have a risk of 80% to lose my money. Millions and millions and millions of traders around the world are involved in a business where the risk is around 80% in 3 months that you lost your money. Is it stupid or not? That's the good news. The bad news, that was 3 months. Due 1 year, 98% of traders lost money through all brokers. Same question. Would you make a business with your friend when your risk is 98% that you lost or that you will lose your money during 1 year? I guess you would say, I'm not crazy. No, never. Let me ask you something. Why are you trading? That's a business. The risk is 1 year, 98% that you will lose all your money. Why are you in that business? That's the bad news. There are more worse news. The really worst news is, the worst case is during 5 years. Do you know the number of 5 years? How many people lost their money during 5 years? 99.9%. 99.9%. Do you know? 99.9% lost money during 5 years. What a crazy business. That was all the bad news. The good news is, if you talk about 1 year, 98% is not 100%. So they're left 2%. What do the traders? They are part of the 2%. What do they make different to all the others? This is an Excel file of my traders in my trading community. And you can see the December is missing actually, but it doesn't change basically the result. And you can see around half of all my clients are a part of the education, of the closed education. The other half of my clients are inside of my trading approach, and they are normal trading. But around 50% are in my closed education. With our trading approach, Know-how Fiber Pro, with market profile, and with my guide. I am the coach in my trading approach, and you can see the result after 1 year. Almost everybody was successful in the year 2018, last year. And you see right above on the right corner, the average of almost 10%. That is a result. That is success. 98% of traders failed in trading. 98 of my clients were successful in last year. What makes the difference, guys? Teaching, psychology, leading by our coach, stick on the rules, and discipline and fucking discipline. No more, no less. A community. That's so much important. And that what I try to tell my people every day. What do I try to tell them? Your dream is possible. But you need these 4 steps. And this picture is the key to success. Let me tell you something about this picture the last 5 or 10 minutes. First of all, we have this dream. I guess you are inside of this webinar. You are part of traders, everybody who is, which is here this evening. I guess all of you have your dream to be successful in trading. But I know how hard you have to fight for your success. How many of you were successful last year? You don't have to tell me. It's your decision. But I guess not everybody which is a part of this webinar this evening was successful in last year. Why? There's one key, guys. First of all, you have your dream. You want to be a successful trader. And in this case, it doesn't matter if you want to make 5% or 10% or 30%. I was able in my last year to double my small trading account. I have a result of 104% last year. So everybody has the dream or have the dream to be successful in trading. But too much people only have the dream, but they don't have a date. What does it mean when I talk to you about a date? If you want to make your dream come true, you need a fixed goal. And a goal is set up with a date. Only if your dream is written down with a date, then you have a goal. No date, no goal. No date, it will be always keeping a dream. Always. It will be still a dream for the rest of your life. Give it a date. Then you have a fixed goal. Then you have a real goal. For example, we have January 2019. For example, you want to be successful in the year 2019. Write it down in your diary. Write it down with the date. There must be written down January 2020. I want to look at my account and I want to see a green number or a positive number. It doesn't matter, is it 1%, is it 2%, 10 or 20 or 30%, or maybe 100%. You need a goal. How many of you have a goal? How many of you written it down with a date? I guess less of you. Even no one of you have a date written down in your diary when you want to be successful. I know I had the same problem in my trading career. I started with trading and it was my dream. I want to become a successful trader. But I didn't know when. I didn't have a goal. I didn't have a date. Because I always said, yes, I want to be successful, but when? When do you want to become become a successful trader? Listen, guys, it's not a problem to lose money in the market. If you be successful, you can get it back. But one thing you will never get back from the market. 1 second of your lifetime. And I heard it so often in my trading community, okay, I try this trading approach now. What does it mean, I try it? How much time, how much lifetime will you waste anymore? Do you switch your trading approach after 50 or 60 trials? Do you switch the next? You're looking for the next service or the next indicator or the next oscillator? If you are not successful, the only thing you waste is your lifetime. You have to accept the inevitable things that there doesn't exist a 100% trading approach. Did you write a goal? Did you write your date in your diary? This is the second step. Everybody has the dream to become successful in trading. But when? It makes me so sad. Listen, guys, we had 98% failed in trading. Why? There must be a fucking reason why. 98% cannot be stupid. But I know the reason why they failed. And you know, that's the reason why my people are successful in trading, because I work with them every day, and I force them to give me a business plan where it's written down a fucking date. When do you want to be a successful trader? When? That's the reason. And if you don't have a date, you will never be successful in trading. Never, ever. Because your lifetime goes, the time flies faster than you want. So, what date will you write after this webinar? Or do you think, oh, I don't need a date? Okay, it's your decision, not mine. It's your lifetime, not mine. I waste around 7 years of my life. 7 years. I waste 7 years in my life for the search of the Holy Grail in trading. 7 years I waste. That never will come back. Never. Not 1 second. Would you be a trader if you would know that our Lord is keeping out the light tomorrow? What would you do today if you would know that the Lord blow out your life light tomorrow? Think about that really, really important topic. Your wife, your girlfriend, your children, your family, your friends are so much more important than every fucking trade. No red candles, no green candles are more important than your friends and family. Because you don't know when your life will come to the end. How much time do you want to waste with trading if you don't know your date? It's so much important. Write it down. The date. When do you want to be successful in trading? And if you have this date, you have it in your mind, you write it down, you've written it down in your diary, and you can focus on that date. Maybe end of that year. We have the 2nd of January. Maybe the end of the year in your diary is written down. At the end of that year, I want to be successful in trading. How much? It's not important, but you want to be successful. And if you have that date, you can break it down into single steps. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. But only if you have your date, if you have your goal. No date, no goal. The dream, oh yes, we all have this dream to become a successful trader. If you have a date, then you have a goal. And if you have a goal, you can make your plan. What is your plan? Your plan is figured out which time frame is the best for you. If you are a part-time trader, you cannot make day trading. It's forbidden that you can make day trades in 5-minute charts if you are a part-time trader. If you have a normal job, you have responsibilities about your boss and about your job, not trading. If you be a part-time trader, you can make trades in daily or an hourly chart maybe. That's a plan. Now you know why you need a business plan before you make your first trades. A part of your plan is figure out your right time frame. Figure out what kind of markets you want to trade. Shares, Forex, CFDs. It's a question of the size of your account. If you have $1,000 account, you cannot make trades in future market. If you have a $500 account, you cannot make trades one lot in Forex market. It's forbidden, doesn't matter. It's a time of risk management, you know? And a part of your plan is which one should teach you. Everybody of us knows you cannot be a master without education. You cannot be a flight captain of an airplane if you don't have an education for it. But all traders have the opinion they can be successful traders without any education. Let me tell you something, it doesn't work. No education in trading, no success. Everything is accidentally. It's an accident if you be successful in trading without education, but maybe it's a short time. You can be successful in short time. That the numbers, 98%, 76%, without education, no successful. So figure out your time frame. Figure out the market you want to trade. Find a coach you can follow. Find a coach which is successful, not a blah blah, not talking coach, trading coach. There exists a lot of coaches in this area, in this trading business, a lot of talkers, a lot of business guys, but very less traders, very less coaches can trading as itself. Figured out which guy is really important. You can figure it out. It must not be figure it out, but you need education. That must be a part of your plan. And then, guys, if you have this plan, write it down in your business plan. And then you can make actions. A plan baked by actions makes your dreams reality. If you figured out your plan, then make your education, open an account, make demo trades, learn trading. That's the actions. And learn it and learn it and learn it. And only in that way you have the only chance that your dream come true. No more, no less. So finally, the question is, on which side of the statistic you want to stay? 98 of losers or 2% of traders? Do you really think you can be a part of the 2% without any pain? Do you really believe that? No. About my own experience, about 20 years of trading now, and about to experience everything what can happen. I lost everything in my life, in my trading life. I lost money, I lost my self-confidence, I lost my family, I lost everything. There is no way to success without pain. Pain doesn't mean that someone is punching you in your face, or the market is punching you in your face with trading. Pain means in a lot of cases to avoid trading, to resist that the market will seduce you with stupid trades. Pain means stick on your rules. Even you think that's a great chance in the market. But at that moment, your rules doesn't fit, or your rule don't fit. Don't make the trade. That means pain. If you tried alone for yourself at home, It's really hard. I tried it a lot of times. It's really hard. You need a coach. You need a community which will help you through your trading. Believe me, it's the only way to success. For a special time, maybe not years, in my opinion, you need around 1 year to become successful in trading. After 1 year, you learn more and more about yourself and consistently about trading. Around 1 or 2 years it will take to become successful. But there's no pain. There's no success on the way. There's no success without pain in trading. And the 2% of traders, they are successful. They accept the inevitable things in trading. That's your question. On which side of the statistic you want to stay? You are a trader. Take over your responsibility of a trader. Be successful and your life will change. If you want to become a successful trader, you will figure out that your life will change, because you must change your mind. That's the question, on which side of the statistic you want to stay. From the bottom of my heart, I please you, don't waste your lifetime. We only have this one life, and you cannot know when our Lord will say, it's over. Don't waste your time with trading. Make it with rules, make it with a coach, make it in a useful kind and in a consistently way, and you have the chance to become a successful trader. I'm very grateful that you were a part of this webinar and the series, of course. Thank you very, very much for your attention. I hope you learned something, a little bit of trading. Don't waste your time. Learn it, learn trading, and you have a real chance to become a successful trader. And finally, that's the end of this education series. All parts you will find on YouTube of Admiral Markets. You can be a part of my trading education series. Go on the homepage dowhow-trading.com, switch on the English version, and you find everything about my trading approach and my trading service. I would be very grateful if you will be a part of it. And starting next week, next Wednesday at 6 o'clock German time, we start a new series. The topic of this series is Master the Markets. And it will be a mix of real trading, live trading, and education. What we'll do in this webinar, we have time around 1 hour. We make live tradings. We make trades together. I prepared some trades for you in Forex market and indices and metals and energies like oil or something else. Half an hour we make trading together. You can follow me with these trades, and half of the time we talk about education. And next week we start again with a part of the business plan. Maybe, Stefan, it could be interesting for you. Next Wednesday, 6 o'clock, 9th of January 2019, we start a new trading series. Thank you for your attention. I wish you great success and a happy new year again. I wish you a lot of success and freedom for the rest of this week. Take care and maybe we will see each other next week. Bye bye and enjoy the rest of your day.